Atlantis, The Lost Empire, 2001 animated feature film. It tells the story of Milo, a young cartographer and linguist who tries to convince other scholars, older scholars at his museum, that Atlantis, the island, actually existed, and he dreams of mounting an expedition to prove it. One day, a former friend of his grandfather, who was originally the person that inspired Milo's research in the first place, that friend reaches out to Milo and ends up using his wealth to fund such an expedition. Now, I think along with Treasure Planet, this is one of the more forgotten Disney movies of the modern era, and it's an immense shame. I've read stories about how this film was essentially fucked from the get-go in terms of production. The people involved in it didn't really have the support of the producers on the side of Disney, so they were kind of screwed in regards to things like budget, marketing, and release dates. And I can't help but regret that because Atlantis is just such an amazingly ambitious film. It is very creative in its vision of Atlantis as a place and the rest of the world underneath the sea. It has great cast of diverse characters. It is well written for the most part. There are several times where I really went just, wow, that's really, good dialogue. It looks absolutely amazing, especially the designs of the submarines and flying ships and all the rest of the Atlantean technology. I also think that it takes inspiration in all the right places. There's a scene in the film, my favorite one, involving the Princess Kida, which reminded me very, very strongly of Princess Mononoke and Akira, both Japanese animated films, classics of Japanese animation. There are also strong traces of Castle in the Sky, another Japanese animated film from Studio Ghibli. And all of those borrowed elements kind of come together along with the newly invented stuff to create something truly unique. There is that great sense of adventure throughout the film and a sense of danger as well. It is the Disney movie with the highest body count. I mean, a lot of people really die here, and a lot of it happens quite quickly in the story. My only fault with it, I guess, would weirdly enough be length. I think towards the end of the second act, things are rushed in too quickly to get to the climax. There is one moment where I went, what? How did that happen? Because it was so sudden, and it really felt like good 5 or 10 minutes of the film was just cut out. It feels like the filmmakers had to squeeze the story in to fit a set length of time, and I think that hurts the story and the film overall. I really believe that an additional 10-15 minutes or so would have let the story breathe a bit more and be a bit more organic and natural. But other than that, I do have to commend Atlantis for its ambition and creativity, if nothing else. Solid film, definitely worth revisiting.